Your flirting has completely thrown me off balance. One moment, I'm all calm, and the next, I'm caught in this whirlwind of emotions. It's like you know exactly what to say to make my heart race and my mind scramble. I can't even look at my phone without feeling like I'm caught in a spell. Every time you send me a message, it's like a rush of excitement and confusion all at once. My heart pounds, my mind is filled with 1,000 thoughts, and yet I can't seem to stop myself from wanting more. I almost threw my phone across the room, but then I realized I might just be addicted to whatever this is. There's something about the way you flirt that gets under my skin in the best possible way. It's like you know the perfect mix of playfulness and mystery that leaves me second guessing everything. I find myself laughing, blushing, and even wanting to throw my phone out of sheer frustration. It's crazy how your words can make my stomach do flips. One moment, I'm feeling completely in control, and the next, I'm left speechless, staring at my phone, wondering how you've managed to turn my entire world upside down. I didn't expect flirting to feel like a roller coaster, but every time you text, it's like I'm on the edge of my seat, waiting for what comes next. One moment, I'm laughing. The next, I'm blushing so hard I almost drop my phone. Flirting with you is like stepping into a whole new world where nothing makes sense and everything feels too intense. I almost threw my phone across the room today because your words hit me in ways I wasn't ready for. You have a way of making me feel like I'm floating in a dream. Every time my phone buzzes with a message from you, my heart skips a beat, and I have to remind myself to breathe. It's almost too much to handle, but at the same time, I never want it to stop. I was just minding my own business, and then you sent that message, and suddenly I'm second guessing every emotion I thought I had. Your flirting is a lot more powerful than I ever anticipated, and I can't seem to shake it. Your flirting has me tangled up in knots. I try to stay composed, but every time I read your words, it's like my mind goes blank and my heart races. If only you knew how much power you hold over me with just a few sentences. There's something intoxicating about the way you flirt. It's like a slow burn, and I'm caught in it, even though I know I should be more careful. I almost threw my phone out of sheer surprise, but then I realized I secretly want more of it. It's strange, really. You know exactly how to keep me guessing, making me laugh one moment and blush the next. I'm completely hooked, even though I know it's a dangerous game to play. If you only knew how much your flirting affects me. Your words have a way of leaving me speechless. I almost can't keep up with the intensity of what you say, and it's impossible not to feel something when you send those little texts. I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me want to throw my phone in the best way possible. Flirting with you feels like a game, but one I never want to stop playing. It's like you know the exact balance of mystery and excitement to keep me on my toes. My heart races every time I see a new message from you, and I can't help but smile. It's hard to explain how I feel when I get a message from you. My heart races, my mind races, and everything else seems to fade into the background. Your flirting is the kind of thing that makes me question my own emotions, and I almost want to throw my phone just to catch my breath. Your flirtation is like a subtle dance, and I'm caught up in the rhythm. I try to play it cool, but every time I get a text from you, my mind goes into overdrive. It's almost enough to make me throw my phone, but I wouldn't want to miss a single word. I wasn't prepared for the way your flirting would affect me. Every time my phone buzzes, it feels like a rush of emotions I can't quite place. You have a way of making me feel alive, even when I'm just staring at a screen. Your messages have a way of making my heart race in the most unexpected ways. One minute, I'm feeling fine, and the next, I'm completely overwhelmed. I almost threw my phone across the room today, but I couldn't bring myself to stop reading your words. Flirting with you is like being on a wild adventure where every moment is unpredictable. I never know if I'll laugh, blush, or get lost in my thoughts. It's the kind of thing that makes me want to throw my phone in frustration, but I know I'll always come back for more. You've got this ability to make me feel all sorts of things, and I'm not sure whether I love it or hate it. Your flirting is like a spark that ignites a fire inside me, and I can't seem to put my phone down, even when it almost drives me crazy. It's like you know exactly how to keep me on my toes. Your words flirt with my emotions, and every message makes me second guess everything I thought I knew about myself. I almost threw my phone out of frustration, but then I realized I didn't want to miss a thing. Every time you text, it feels like I'm caught in a whirlwind of emotions. Your flirting leaves me completely disoriented, unsure of whether I should be laughing or blushing. I almost threw my phone, but then I realized that I might just be addicted to whatever this is. Flirting with you is like a magnetic force I can't escape. One moment I'm feeling calm, and the next I'm caught up in a storm of thoughts and emotions. It almost makes me want to throw my phone out of frustration, but I can't help but keep coming back for more. Your flirting feels like a puzzle I can't quite figure out. Every time I try to make sense of it, it only leaves me more confused. But the excitement is undeniable, and I find myself caught between to throw my phone and wanting to know what comes next. I try to stay composed, but your flirting always has a way of making me lose control. It's like my heart and mind are constantly in a tug of war, and I almost threw my phone across the room because I didn't know how to handle the emotions you stir in me. I thought I had my emotions figured out, but then you started flirting with me, and now I feel like I'm caught in a whirlwind. One moment, I'm laughing. The next, I'm blushing. You've got me completely off balance, and I'm not sure whether I love it or hate it. Your flirting is like a magnetic force that draws me in, and no matter how much I try to resist, I can't help but feel the pull. I almost threw my phone across the room in frustration, but I can't deny that I want more of whatever this is. The way you flirt with me is like nothing I've ever experienced. It's like you know how to push all the right buttons and leave me wanting more. I almost threw my phone in frustration, but the truth is, I can't stop myself from craving your next message. Flirting with you feels like stepping into the unknown territory. One moment, I'm laughing, and the next, I'm overwhelmed by all these emotions I can't quite explain. It almost makes me want to throw my phone, but I know I wouldn't be able to stay away for long. Every text you send feels like a roller coaster of emotions. One moment, I'm calm, and the next, I'm blushing and laughing at the same time. You've got me hooked, and I can't seem to let go, even when I almost throw my phone out of frustration. You know exactly how to make me feel things I didn't even know I was capable of feeling. Your flirting is both a blessing and a curse, and I almost threw my phone because of how much it messes with my mind. But I can't seem to stop myself from wanting more. Flirting with you feels like an exhilarating game, but I can never seem to get the rules right. Every message you send leaves me feeling like I'm caught between two worlds, unsure of how to react. I almost threw my phone today, but I couldn't help but smile. Your flirting has me constantly on edge. Every time I think I've figured out how I feel, you send me a message that completely throws me off course. I almost threw my phone in frustration today, but then I realized I couldn't resist your charm. I never knew flirting could make my heart race and my mind spin in so many directions. It's like I'm trapped in a whirlwind of emotions, and no matter how much I try to resist, I find myself reaching for my phone every time you send a message. Every time I think I've got my emotions under control, you come along with your words and turn everything upside down. Your flirting has a way of making me feel like I'm losing my grip, and I almost threw my phone today, but then I realized I didn't want it to end. Flirting with you feels like being in a constant state of suspense. Every message makes my heart race and my mind wander, unsure of what comes next. I almost threw my phone across the room in frustration, but deep down, I never wanted to stop. I thought I knew how to handle my feelings, but then you started flirting with me, and now I'm lost in a sea of emotions. One minute, I'm laughing, the next, I'm blushing. It's almost too much to handle, and I almost threw my phone because of it. You've turned the simple act of texting into an emotional roller coaster. Every message is like a twist I didn't see coming, and I'm caught up in this whirlwind of feelings. I almost threw my phone today, but then I couldn't help but smile at your words. Your flirting feels like a whirlwind of emotions that I can't seem to control. One moment, I'm laughing, the next, I'm blushing, and every message makes my heart race. I almost threw my phone today, but I couldn't bear to stop reading what you had to say.